What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Black Aries giving you another Overwatch video. So today we're going to be talking about Doomfist, and before I start that, got some Tracer gameplay for you guys. It's a mixed bag. My Tracer, ranges from god tier amazing, like put me on a pro team, to dude, why do you even play Overwatch? So you'll see some interesting stuff. I thought you guys would like it, but anyway, here we talk about Doomfist. Now, Doomfist comes out for everyone, not just console master race. Oh god, my bad, I totally lied. PC master race, just totally messed that up. Yeah, us console peasants don't get them until I believe Thursday. Yeah, so sometimes they're this week, so soon, right? And basically I want to talk about my meta predictions for how the meta is going to change for every single class of hero in the game, and for what we're going to see more often and less often as Doomfist comes out and he makes his appearance on the scene. We're going to see him competitive more, and just to let you guys get more informed on what we're probably going to see more out of Overwatch. So first we're going to start with the attack heroes. Now, everybody knows dive comp is all the rage right now. Everybody loves dive. Everybody's into dive. And when Doomfist comes to the game, dive is going to be a little bit different. He's going to be fisting his way into all of our hearts, because he actually counters dive comp. He can be a part of dive comp, but he actually counters dive comp. For this reason, in particular, and there's other reasons on top of that. One, he can match the mobility of Genji and Tracer, hands down. Like, he has no problem keeping up with them. He has no problem doing, the same things as them. And on top of that, he does more damage, he has more health, and he gains shields off of his own abilities. So when you see anyone who's going after Doomfist's backline, so you got an Ana in the back, so you got a Zenyatta, they're trying to hang back, heal their team, Discord's out, all that good stuff. Things they're supposed to be doing as healers. If anybody tries to dive them, Doomfist is amazing at disrupting other flankers, right? Because when Doomfist gets into a fight, he has his rising uppercut, which brings you into the air, which you obviously don't want to be if you're trying to stay on the ground and kill some healers. And on top of that, he has his slam, which also bounces you up a little bit. And on top of that is, of course, his rocket punch, which can stun you if you hit a wall. So Doomfist, his entire kit is all about disruption. It's all about taking you out of the flow, which completely destroys a bunch of dive characters. Tracer, Genji, all the people like that who have high mobility, but are very, very ability dependent. They're very, very dependent on their cooldowns and all the things like that. And when you get out of the flow, say Genji dashes to a spot he doesn't like, once you get him out of the flow, so you bounce him into the air, do other things he doesn't want to be at, he doesn't know how to act, he doesn't know how to react, and then Doomfist has him exactly where he wants him. Now, what's going to counter Doomfist in the attack category, we're probably going to see a lot more McCrees, due to the fact that McCree... Now, I think Soldier is better than McCree. I do feel that way. But here's the difference. McCree has a flashbang, and that stun is going to be probably one of the only ways to slow Doomfist down while he's jumping around, doing his thing, uppercutting, and, being African. And so that stun, you're going to see, of course, McCree has faster, not faster, oh my god, I'm serious, I'm sorry, has longer range and all that stuff, but that stun is really going to pin Doomfist down so the whole team can jump on him. Soldier, if Doomfist gets into Soldier's face, there's not much he can do, because he also gets disrupted out of his flow, same way as the other people do. And here's probably going to be the #1 counter to Doomfist, is Sombra. Doomfist is possibly more ability reliant than Genji and Tracer. If you hack a Tracer, she's dead. There's no way getting out of that. If you hack a Doomfist, he's dead. So, we're going to see a lot more Sombra. So I'm saying, watch out. If you see a Sombra on your team in the next week or so, don't flip. It's okay. They're trying to help. They're trying to help. On defense, well, here's the funny thing about defense. He can one-shot everyone on defense except for one hero, and that is Bastion. Now, Bastion is an interesting case here, because you're probably going to see more Bastions at lower levels, which I'm sorry, I know, because of course Doomfist is a close-range character. Bastion's probably the best thing to take out a not well-trained Doomfist, because he's just laying down suppressing fire the whole way. Doomfist has to come around that choke. I mean, he can go around, or whatever choke whatever he's doing, but the problem with that is he's going to be out of position. He's not really going to be in the spots he really wants to be in. If you want to pin down the Doomfist at lower ranks, he's gonna have to come to that choke, and you're gonna be aiming down right for his head, right? So that's not the best idea for low-ranking Doomfists who aren't very, capable with him, not very comfortable with him, not very, adept at Doomfist, which a lot of people are going to be when he first comes out. But on the flip side, higher-ranking Doomfists will murder Bastions. Doomfists who know what they're doing, who understand angles, who understand how to attack these certain people, are going to destroy, absolutely destroy these Bastions. 1 health, by the way. Check that out. And I killed you. How you feel? Anyway, because Bastions like to hide in corners. Bastions like to hide at angles where it's really hard to they don't like to be flanked. Bastions don't like to be flanked. Here's the thing, the only way you can do that is put yourself in a corner, put yourself against the wall, put yourself in whatever. If Doomfist sees you against the wall, you're getting fisted. Like, there's no qualms about that. You're gonna get fisted, you're gonna get slammed into that wall. Now, he can't one-shot Bastion, but if he takes out, 250 health or some stupid, with his rocket punch hitting you into a wall, he has rising uppercut, he has the ground pound slam thingy, which name escapes me at this point, and he has 4 shots of shotgun shells. He's gonna kill that Bastion. So once again, better Doomfists are going to react better to a Bastion. They're gonna set up to get a Bastion. And now if you have a Doomfist and a Zarya in the same team, he's not taking any damage because he's getting bubbled while doing his rocket punch, and on top of that, he's gaining shields with his rocket punch for using his ability. So. Yeah, Bastion's probably not going to be the best. For everyone else in the defense category, they're, kind of fares pretty, not evenly. It's pretty much more to Doomfist's side. I guess Mei can slow him down, but with his mobility, he's going to be jumping all over the place. She probably won't be able to, like, completely freeze him because he's going to be moving all over the place. Hanzo might be able to, pin him down one time with the scatter arrow, but, scatter arrows are all bullshit, so I ain't going to think about that. Anyway, so moving on to tanks. Point, just plain and simple, Doomfist completely wrecks D.Va. Absolutely destroys her. She can't block anything that he does besides a shotgun, but most people are, when you use Doomfist, from what I've seen, like I said, I haven't played with him yet because I'm a console peasant, but from what I've seen of Doomfist, you use his shotgun as a last resort to finish somebody off. You don't really come in with the shotgun. So you're gonna be using a lot of your abilities, which D.Va can't block any of those things. So, and with D.Va and particularly Winston, you're gonna see a lot of Doomfist punching that Winston through the back of his shield, hitting him, rising uppercutting him through his shield so he gets out of his shield. And D.Va and Winston are the main tanks in the dive meta. This is why I also say Doomfist counters dive, because neither of them can block anything he has. Neither of them are very, very good at dealing a lot of damage. Now, D.Va can if she's getting her close range, headshots and stuff like that. But remember, through all this process, Doomfist is getting his shield because he's hitting you with all these abilities, right? And if Doomfist can get D.Va out of her mech, specifically his main job is to get her out of her mech, you're going to have basically one less tank in most team fights. Doomfist is going to wreck her. So what you're going to have to what's going to happen is good Doomfists are going to make people change their tank pick. So D.Va might be falling off a little bit. I still expect her to be, pretty good for the next week or so, 2 weeks, until Doomfist players start getting better, start getting more acclimated and stuff like that. But once you start finding some really, really good Doomfists, you're going to start noticing D.Va's going to start dropping off because she cannot handle him whatsoever. Now, one thing that's going to be, these are all my opinion, but these are going to be a sleeper pick for me, is going to be Orisa. Because here's a few things about Orisa. One, she has the farthest range out of any tank, so she can see Doomfist coming a mile away, put headshots on him, and we all know Orisa can pump out some serious damage if she's landing her shots and if she's landing headshots. Girl's a freaking monster at that. Now, here's the second thing that nobody's really touched on so far that I've seen. Orisa doesn't get pushed back by Rocket Punch if she uses Fortify. So, he can try to punch through her shield all she wants. That's cool. He's going to be doing half damage. She's not going to move, and he's going to be standing there trying to rocket punch her, trying to do all those other things, and she won't be moving, won't be getting pushed out of the way, won't be budged. So, Orisa might actually be a pretty good counter to Doomfist. And on top of that, on top of those two things, she also has her Halt. So all of his mobility, all his moving, all whatever, she can get him into that Halt, she can bring him into a confined space, but once again, team can jump on him. If you see Doomfist jumping around, moving around, doing all those different things, and he uses all of his abilities, and you use Halt on him, he can't escape other than walk away. So you might be seeing an uptick in Orissas also. I think that'd be a pretty good counter for him. I think that's pretty good, once again, good Orissas who understand that, who find out when Doomfists are going to dive, when they're going to do these certain things. I think Orissa might be another character we might see a lot more of. Last but not least, the healer category, most of y'all are fine. I mean, I'm sorry, most of y'all are kind of screwed. I mean, now, because with Ana, of course you can sleep dart him, but this is probably the most damaging DPS, or at least the most mobile and damaging DPS we're going to have in the game from now on, honestly. So that's going to be crazy. And then, yeah, Mercy can fly to her teammates, but I mean, if a good Doomfist can actually get you in the angles he wants you to get you in, you're stunned against a wall, that's an auto, that's an immediate kill, that's an insta kill. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of looking pretty grim for supports already when you guys already have the dive meta, when you guys are already getting deleted. So it doesn't really help you either. But yeah, I don't know. The best bet you're gonna have is Zenyatta. Now, of course, Doomfists are gonna dive Zenyatta a lot. But if Zenyatta can work with his team and not be in the back, that's the problem with a lot of Zenyatas. They like to hang in the back of their team when they need to be in the midst of their team. Because if Doomfist dives you, he's diving the team. Discord on him, back up a little bit, and let the team dogpile him. That's how you kill Doomfist. So I think Zenyatta's gonna have the best chance, honestly. Ana's gonna be pretty good as well, but once again, it takes a little bit more precision, long range precision with Ana, in my opinion. And then of course her sleep dart is great, of course, but once again, it takes a little bit of skill to hit that. And I think Zenyatta's gonna have more consistent success against Doomfist. Well, there you go, guys. That's my meta predictions for the next for Doomfist coming out. If you liked the video, let me know. Hit a comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Y'all know what to do. Anyways, yeah, this is Black Aries, and I'm out. Peace.